Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody inside and outside the ballpark. First of all, Happy New Year. Welcome to the January episodes of the Noved Notes podcast. This is episode 45 of the Noved Notes podcast. And with me today to kick off the new year, I actually have a creator who's made many different types of creations when it comes to filming things, as well as showcasing avatars in a holographic form. And as you can already see, we have DX. DX, welcome to the podcast. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, of course. No, lovely to have you. So I guess first and foremost, for the general listening audience at home, what exactly do you do inside of VR chat?
So, I'm an asset creator, and I create a bunch of assets like the camera path. You've probably already seen on Twitter or something like that. There's a camera system that let you make cameras. And I also do overlay stuff and a hologram system. They're probably already seen in some weird worlds. Yeah, I'm an asset creator. Do the weird stuff and cool stuff for VR chat.
No, absolutely. And speaking of, seeing it in a bunch of different worlds, because I know your HoloSpace specifically has been used in many different worlds, whether it's, I've seen it in Popcorn Palace, I've seen it in Virtual Market. Hell, I use it in my own world, and well, there'll be clips of them all on the screen. But yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, I have one here. I forgot I have this avatar. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess first and foremost, before we get into all the prefabs and stuff, so one of the questions I wanted to ask, what got you into VR chat in the first place?
I think what bring me to VR chat in the first place was literally be watching videos on internet, in 2017. I'm from that age where I seeing you get a knuckle, see, man, this game must be fun to play it. So I start playing it, seeing the memes, and I discover you can upload your own stuff. And for me, this is the game changer, because one thing is that, looking at the screen, looking at the Blender, you're seeing their model there, but another thing is, wearing it. So you're literally wearing your avatar. So this, for me, is, I'm not just modeling stuff, I am the stuff I'm modeling. So I make, a scuffed avatar, say, whoa! Man, this is so cool, and I needed to buy a VR. I bought it, and here, 5 years later, or more than 5 years, 7 years later. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's a lot. It goes time flies when you're a VR chat player, man. It doesn't feel like as somebody who came in late 2017, early 2018. It does not feel like it's been 7 years since that era, by any means. So I guess one of the things I wanted to ask, since you've been around for so long, because you've been around the platform since, like you said, the Ugandan Knuckles craze, what, got you into making your own stuff, making your own avatars and, all of that?
Since I was a kid, I loved doing stuff on the computer, so I built RPG Maker, I'm trying to do something, do animations, do 3D modeling, but it's I always 3D model stuff, so I have the 3D model on my screen, say, yeah, this is a cool model, yeah, okay. But when I notice I can use the avatar, try it, and see my own hands, and man, I modeled this hand, I did this, it's a click on my mind. Because it's not just a model you're seeing on screens, it's you using it, and you can create tech with that. So it's not just code you're doing on the computer, it's something that you can see it and interact with it. So for me, it's whoa, it's so cool. I'm doing stuff, I'm using stuff, and I'm interacting with stuff. For me, this is what make me love and still doing stuff here in VR chat.
No, absolutely. So I guess, kind of to go into some of the origin related things. So what was the first thing you've ever created when it comes to VR chat?
It's a weird avatar. I think I have it. It's probably not VR compatible, but I think I have it. Let me find, see if I can still have it. But it's a weird avatar. The first thing they say, oh, they support custom avatars. I would try to do it. Is this weird guy? Let me see. I need to throw the stand up. It's loading. VR chat doesn't freeze, please. But yeah,
The fact that it says server processing is very concerning.
yeah, it's really old. Yeah, I'll see
Oh,
here.
there we
I'm
go.
a crystal now. It's here. So it's this weird boy. Like, let me reduce the scale because it's too fucking big. Let me. Like, it's not big. Just the head is ginormous. But it's basically this is the first thing I did. Here in VR chat. This
Fair
weird
enough.
boy.
So is this like an original creation, or is this
Yeah.
based off of like a game or something?
I think this is original creations. Like, it make this so long time ago. I think like Crazy Frog or yeah, it's just a weird avatar in the end. It's a fun one. It's like this one, literally my first avatar I did in VR chat. The age I play on PC. Let me go back to the. Oh my god, I'm flying.
Fair enough. Well, that's cool because I was always wondering, like, because when it comes to like avatar and assets, creators, and it's always mind-boggling to me, like where they started from to where they are now. Because everyone starts from somewhere. It doesn't matter if you're a creator, a community, or whatever the case may be. So kind of going into that, because you've released quite a few assets when it comes to your Gumroad and everything. So obviously we talked a little bit about Camera Path and HoloSpace just for a brief second, but one of them ones I wanted to touch on, which is on your Gumroad, is actually the Minecraft and the Spooky Craft one that you did. So out of curiosity, what kind of made you want to like recreate essentially Minecraft for a VR chat avatar?
Like, I've been playing VR chat for a long time, but at that point, I never started. That's not selling anything. So I saw a friend of mine that used to always appear around me using his avatar, Minecraft avatar, that has like the beauty system. Because this has been for a long time here in VR chat. So I always have like this thing, oh, one day I want to do that, And one friend just got in my Discord and say, man, I want to do a Minecraft avatar for myself. I say, that's the opportunity. I'll do it for him. So I start doing like this, just the model, and I start trying to make like the menu system, the block placements. A friend of mine helped me with that, and like I make all the things working. And so yeah, I like the system. And then a bunch of friends just saying, you need to sell that. It's cool. I say, I don't know. I never sell anything. Like, it's my first project. I don't know. And I say, okay, I'll put it for sale. And then literally sell 1,000 copies. Like some weeks ago. And whoa, it's so much. Like, and basically, this was the turning point for me. I was saying, man, because at the time I was doing like commissions in VRChat. And started like release of Avatar and sell 100 in a week and say, man, 100 in a week is too much. And I see like the numbers go up and say, I can live with that. Like, this money I'm earning here can like pay my bills. So I started like changing my mindset and man, I can live doing like that type of stuff. But something bad happened in that time. Took me a lot of time to do another stuff, but yeah. This is the start of everything, like the Minecraft avatar. Oh, and the Spooky was just, I need to do something to Halloween, and I did the Spooky Craft.
Fair enough.
It was a fun avatar.
No, that's really cool.
I have a friend that hates that shit. Because like she fucking hates spook stuff. So every time I enable my so you don't know, I have like Spookcraft that is like a Minecraft team Halloween stuff. It's basically a bunch of scary stuff, and one of them is Herobrine. It was found randomly behind you, always behind you, and when you look at it, make it like a funny sound and disappear. And my friend hates that. So it's like words like that. I need to do something for Halloween, and basically it's that.
No, fair enough. Well, that's cool because I mean, realistically, there's so many different like games that kind of have implemented and like other things have been implemented into the game. So to see like Minecraft as one of them, I mean, there's been worlds that have came out recently, or I know one of the biggest crazes right now is actually Lego. Fun fact, I don't know if Legos have seemed to be coming up more and more often And people have like their custom Lego avatar, which is insane to me, first and foremost. And then, you know,
saw that.
It's
so
crazy.
Cool.
Seeing people in full body in those is absolutely crazy because they try to mimic the movements, and it's even crazier. You know, and to have, you know, like Minecraft being another one that I guarantee probably 80% of the VR chat platform has either played or heard of the game in the first place. You know, so it's really cool to kind of see how these are implemented. But kind of to move, you know, down the timeline a little bit. So I was gonna say, because with that one, you can actually, well, I guess before we move down to timeline, because you can actually, with yours, you can actually import your own Minecraft skin. So out of curiosity, because I want to eventually get this. I'm mainly asking this question because I'm curious. So how does the whole like getting your own Minecraft skin work, like for that prefab?
Like, originally I want to do something different, not just like import the Minecraft skin is exactly like that, because this is kind of easy. Just you can just make like the model just Minecraft and like import the actual Minecraft skin. But I want to do something more, like make the character blink, the character move the mouth. So I just basically need to get your skin, pop it 4 times, and make like closed eyes, speaking with open eyes, speaking with closed eyes. So it's like that. So we just need to make that in Photoshop, something like that, and drop on Unity, and it works. And at the time of this video, probably in some weeks, I'll be releasing the new update that make a lot of stuff automatically, just using like a button in Unity, and will help a lot. So new update coming soon.
Fair enough. So
it's basically that.
I gotcha. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking forward to that. I was gonna say, I'll say with that.
Oh, here, let me.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Talking about the eyes and the movement. Server, yeah. Oh, the servers work. Yeah, you can see like the mouth moves and it blanks. It's something that normally doesn't happen. Just import the theme. So, oh yeah, this is a new feature.
Yeah, the snowballs. That's awesome. No, it's really cool how well animated it looks too. Like coming from a first person perspective. I mean you can kind of see within the camera, but like it's really cool. It's really cool. I was gonna say, so kind of to go down the timeline a little bit, because if I remember correctly, I know HoloSpace. Yeah, I was trying to remember which one came first. Sometimes it's easy to forget which one came first because I bought 2 of them off the rip at the same exact time, and I was like, oh wait, which one's which? But yeah, HoloSpace.
It is hard.
Yeah,
Gumroad doesn't have like the date of release, so I don't know when the thing released. Basically, I know the date because I checked when they released like the trailer and say, yeah, it wasn't this date.
See, that's what I did too.
I'm track of.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So out of curiosity, because I know you've actually made a world kind of showcasing like HoloSpace, and I believe it's called like the Room of Champions or Hall of Champions or something like that.
Oh, this is a meme. This is a meme that's literally for the trailer. I said, oh man, I need like to showcase HoloSpace, but nobody's using it. So let me myself do like a Holo Champions just to showcase HoloSpace. And that's where it's basically that. Like I empty hallway just to show off. But if you search for HoloSpace, you probably can see like the HoloSpace world, and you can have like a demo, literally a HoloSpace video walking around. It's a 2D video transformed to a 3D video. And yeah, you can find like the HoloSpace with the sample avatars to try it out if you want. But HoloSpace, if you don't know, is I think you're gonna ask me like when I start doing it, why I'm gonna start doing that.
You already know.
Yeah. I start doing because like I like to like just toy with shaders, because shader is something magic. Most people doesn't know like actually exists, because most people just use Poyomi or just use like the standard or Liutune, but you don't know like everything here is made of shaders. Everything is made of shaders. Everything is shaders. Everything. And the fun of that, you can like toy and do a lot of weird stuff, because you don't need to like do the basics. Like, okay, this is the surface, this is how the light reflects. No, you can just do whatever you want. So I start thinking a way of literally having the avatar and transforming to a 2D image, and then getting this to the image and transforming to avatar again. You're gonna start thinking how I would do that. And one day on a RPG session, I was there thinking, I think I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm waiting for my time to interact. So I started coding it, and I did like the first version, and it was so awesome, and it works. And the good part about that is like, why you want to do this, and then open again? It's because if you have this option, you can compact avatars. Imagine like your avatar, for example. You have like the hat, the mask, the skin, the glass, the t-shirt. Every piece of cloth is a one material and one mesh. Imagine if you have like a whole shelf. Imagine you have like 10 materials and 10 meshes or more per little statue. This will explode like a lot. So with HoloSpace, you can just take a 3D picture. Take a 3D picture, and then you have like a 3D picture of your avatar. So, yeah, we got level up, and now you can have not just photos, but videos of yourself. So you can have like 3D people just walking around. I can show you later like a demo of that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because there's some people that are like using it for like events, like bigger events and stuff that I've seen it used. I know one of them, I believe it was Forjadores, had used it a little bit, if I remember correctly. There's a few, but it's really cool to see, like, because you don't have to be in the main event instance. You can have it run through some. I know there's a lot of context that I already know because I've already looked into all these. Yeah. But I guess kind of for the general listening audience, kind of explain, because you have the photo one, which you can make the little figurines, but kind of explain what exactly the video prefab entails for the general listening audience.
Yeah. But this is what you're saying is literally like one of the biggest problems of a HoloSpace right now, because it's fucking hard to explain what HoloSpace is to another person, to other people, because it's too much. You can do a lot of stuff, and it's hard to do that. Like, on the middle of trying to do like how am I going to explain that? Like, well, thank you for helping. But one of the problems of VR chat is that you have a limit how many people can have in the same world. Like, currently it's 80 people, but the problem is some events has more than 80 people attending to that event, like thousands of people. So the solution is have multiple instances of that world. But the problem is, if you have a DJ or performer, the performer will only be in the main instances, and the other ones will be like blank, and the music play on the background. So HoloSpace came with like this idea of bringing this gap and bringing the DJ from the main instances to the all instances. And there are other tech that can do that. One of them is shader motion. But the problem is, for each DJ, you need to have the 3D model in the map. So imagine you have like something like 10 DJs. 10 DJs with 10 materials, with 10 meshes. And if for some reason the DJ changed the avatars, you need to re-upload the world and redo everything and reconnect everything. Yeah, it's a big problem. With HoloSpace, they literally take a 3D picture of you, and in the case of these events, it has a 3D video of your avatar. So it took a bunch of photos and save it in a 2D image. And this you can send like in a live stream on YouTube, Twitch, or VRCDM. And in the other end, you see this just like a 2D video and convert back to the DJ. Oh, but this is doing like that, the problem, fixing the problem that is happening. So instead of just having a blank thing, now you are seeing the 3D DJ in front of you, playing the music and fixing the problem of only one instance have the DJ. Now all have it. And the good part, it's not just for live events. Imagine that you can record that. Now you can see the DJ forever there doing their performance. Like, if you wanted to watch this video like 10 years, and you can still see the DJ and the performance of the DJ doing everything. Not just a 2D video, but a 3D version of that. Because, man, we are in VR. Why are you still thinking like it's okay to just see 2D things? We are in VR. We can see 3D. We have perspective, So this is like what the gap that HoloSpace wants to bring. And it's successful, I think. I need to improve a lot. And every time I like travel to a place, I start thinking out ways of improve it. This thing happened like in a funny way because I traveled to see a bunch of friends in Mexico, in US, and Canada, and I stopped by the county. There's a really good creator too, and the Mecha Mart stuff, a bunch of cool avatars. Check him, and I was helping him to finish the booth, and I was stop and start like watching the butt of his avatar, thinking, like for like straight 10 minutes just watching the butt, thinking, man, I think this round I can use this math and do like this code to improve. And my friends say, it's so you're okay. You're staring at this butt for like 10 minutes. And no, it's not staring at the butt. It's like the circle. Thinking about the math. No, ironically, I actually think about math. Yeah, but it's fun. I like it.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Well, it's like it's because like HoloSpace is fucking complex. So it's more of baby steps, and every baby step can like make it better, and like in the long term. But it's good because it's something that I know it's not be like the best seller in the world, but it's something that I'm doing for passion. Because every product that I do for passion because I really love that product. Because most of the time I'm doing for myself. So I'm not doing for like don't start a product thinking, oh, I'm doing this because like the marketing likes this. No, I'm doing it because for me. And then a friend just came, oh, you need to sell that. This is good. This is cool. I said, okay, I'll put it for sale.
For sure. No, and that's really cool that like, you know, it all starts with like an idea that you want to implement, you know, because that's realistically where all creativity when it comes to VR chat starts, you know. And it's funny that you'd mentioned Nakani from the Mecha Mart booth. I'll say for those that, you know, didn't get to check it out during Winter VCat, because it'll be past when this episode airs. Amazing creator, like DX said, amazing creator. I'll throw a clip of the adventure from this year's Winter VCat. I'll throw that up on the screen so you can kind of experience that. But it's definitely really cool what people can do when it comes to the VR chat platform. Because I mean, as you know, since you've been here since 2017, it wasn't this advanced, you know, back then compared to now. You know, going from SDK2 to SDK3, and you know, and that's a whole you know, can of worms when it comes to that development.
I remember that day after they released the SDK 3.0. Man, it was so fucking game changer. Before that, you need to use hand pulses to control stuff. You know how to use hand pulses? It's fucking like it's a nightmare. Now you can use like radio and menus. Is so much easier.
Oh, hands down. So I guess kind of to go in that a little bit, you know, so you've kind of worked with both SDK2 and SDK3, and you were talking about the polls a little bit. So I guess one of the biggest things I'll ask, what was one of the biggest things when going from SDK2 into SDK3? What were some of like the biggest things in your opinion that like made it more easier, more beneficial into like the advancement of like your creations?
I think the possibility to add custom toggles. Because in the later days, in the SDK 2.0, imagine if I want to just pull like a microphone in my hand. I need to make a certain pose. Make a certain pose and then microphone appear. So every time I do like another pose to disable the microphone. This needs to be like done as SDK 2.0, and people do a lot of stuff. But it's hard because if you do another pose, you disable. With the 3.0, you can just have a button that you click it, and then the microphone is on your hand forever. This is much easier. It's really good. But I think the feature, VRChat feature, that the most game changer for me was the contact ones and the Fizzbones one. It was like the same update. Because if you want to interact with the world, you need to use like a really hacky way. There's only like 3 people know how to use it. But now you can have like contact. You can have a ball, you put your hand inside, and you can do stuff with that. This unlocks a lot of stuff. Like basically everything I do today is only because contacts is a thing on VR chat. So thanks VR chat gods and devs.
No, for sure. I guess kind of one of the things in the whole like development side of things, because you've made a few different assets for not only yourself but for the community. What is something that you would look forward to when it comes to the development side of VR chat? Like, what is a feature or something that you know of that you would like to see in the future?
Like, I'm really happy the situation the VR chat is right now. For creators, like, fantastic. But the feature that I most like the VR chat to implement is like it's very technical stuff, but have proper input devices. For example, if I want to detect when the people is holding stuff, I need to do with gestures. Like when it's fucking complicated. Why don't just say like a left trigger and you'd know when the player is pressing the left trigger? So if I want to ask for something, and devs, please implement this. It make everything so much easier. But I need to. But this is the thing about VR chat. You can suggest stuff for them, so you can like get on the Kenny and just ask for them, and the devs is really like looking at that. So from that point, it's like kind of my fault to not request that feature, but but I will go put in my request there, and this is for everyone watching too. So if you have something in VR chat that you really want to see it, go to the Kenny. Just VR chat Kenny and see a lot of requests, a lot of cool stuff, and you can vote. It's good.
Yeah, I know.
Can help your chat doing that.
100%. And I know like the biggest thing when it comes to the candy right now is like the whole age verification stuff. A lot of people are using Canny right now to kind of like voice their concerns, and they did another video, a secondary video, kind of explain some things as well. So yeah, like DX said, like if you have an idea for a feature or whatever the case may be, I'll throw the link right down here. Go check it out. I'll go to the Canny and upvote, read some of the posts and upvote what you believe in should be implemented. And you never know. I mean, VR chat's done so many different changes when it comes to that. So you really never know what can come next. I mean, hell, looking back from like the 2017, 2018 era, I would have never thought persistence would have became a thing for VR chat. And
man, this is a big thing. Like for me, this is the most recent thing, and I think it's available for everyone now. Probably when you're watching, it's probably available for everyone. This is so game changer, because imagine if you're playing a game, like that idle game. Every time you need to go out, you need to copy the code and then paste the code. Now you don't need to do that. Everything is stored on the cloud. For me, this is most game changer. But the thing I really want to try to use it is like the with that is saving images, because this will be a really game changer for HoloSpace. Imagine that you go to a world and like take a photo, and then every time you go to this world, you have like a little statue of a friend. It's wow in the future.
That would be pretty cool. No, yeah, I never thought of that.
And this is a thing that I'm thinking like 5 minutes when I saw that feature. I don't imagine like a lot of the VRChat have a lot of creative creators. So imagine like whole games now you can have it, or like you can have like finally you can have like long maps, because this is a problem. Imagine you have like a 5-hour map. Most headsets only have 3 hours battery. So if you go to this map, you can't finish it. And if you got out of a map, you lose all your progress. Now you finally can have like whole big like experience of VR. This is what makes me like really like excited about the update, because man, what people can do what people can like create with that makes me really happy and make me really want to continue playing VR chat. Like as a technical player.
Yeah, well, I mean, like considering games like like Bullet Time Agent by Lakuza, one of the podcast guests I had on, Official Seon, who's working on an 8-hour long horror experience. Like it's going to be it's going to be absolutely insane. And granted, we're still in the early steps when it comes to persistence. So to see what's going to come out next, and maybe some of the older games will come back with more persistence related things. Realistically, we don't know until it happens. But I was going to say, kind of to get back into you and what you do. This happens a lot. I mean, we get talking about like certain things of VR chat features, and it gets on tangents and tangents. Hello, everyone. Just want to pause the episode real quick. I want to thank you all so much for watching this far. If you are interested in doing some of the events and other things that are up and coming, make sure to join the VRC group, the Noved Squad VRC group at NOVED.6608. As well as go check out some of my other socials. We have Blue Sky, Twitter, all that type of stuff. So make sure you go check all that out. Want to thank you all so much for watching. Let's get back into the episode. Woo! But, kind of to go, back into the things. So we, with HoloSpace being like one of the more featured ones of your prefabs when it comes to worlds, I guess one of the questions I wanted to ask, because you've done what I believe this is the second VCAT that you've had HoloSpace featured, or is it the third?
It's the third. The first year release, the VCAT was on the middle of the last year. So in June was, I think, the summer one. So I literally released HoloSpace on the VCAT. So it was my booth alone. And then I made the winter with my friend, both my friends, Nekani, Fuka and Mira Najanella. He's also both asset creators, so I make like a booth together, because like only one of us got the booth, so let's do something together. We did something unique. It's a really cool booth. So, and this year it just like recycled the winter one, the summer one, the winter to like make the winter one now. And so like it's really cool because we need to add a lot of stuff, add a little flair, and a new booth. So sadly you'll not be able to check out probably when they unlock the worlds, but yeah, when you can check. I think you can at least check the last one on VCAT. Just search for VCAT winter or summer 2024 something. Yeah. Where you can found.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you're featured in 3 booths this year at VCAT. Because I saw the Mecha Mart one, and I saw the one with you, like your main one. And I can't remember, because I think it was Starship Orchestra. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna blank on the names. I know there's a few, but
like I know 3. Like it's the Nekani, Mecha Mart, mine that have like my video version. And also a Pablo that is like a Pablo that is make brainwash cafe. But a friend of mine just say, "Oh, another creator used HoloSpace." I say, "What?" It's making really cool, like an anime one. I need to check and didn't only see like photos of that.
Cirque de Personnage. Yeah, I was actually at that world. It had like 20 different of the HoloSpaces of like different versions of the avatar. Yeah, I do remember that one. I think that was the one I was referencing. Like, because it was like a blue hair. We'll throw a picture up on the screen. Post editor, get to work.
And this is an excellent use of HoloSpace, because like imagine if you need to actually put avatars there. VCAT is really limited of the space. You only have like 10 megabytes. So imagine if you each avatar has like 5 megabytes or more, is impossible to have like 20 of them. But the HoloSpace is just a PNG, you can drop it and it works. So I need to check that booth. It made me really happy when I saw like a friend of mine just sending me on Discord and say, "Hey, someone is using HoloSpace." So happy every time I see someone using it. Because it's like seeing my child being used for everyone using my stuff. It's like so cool. Every time I saw someone using HoloSpace or Camera Path or the X overlay, I say, "Oh, it's mine."
Like I did that. That's me. I made that. Like
I did that.
My child, it's multiplying. Like oh man.
So
No.
cool.
I'll say it's definitely crazy how, because I remember I can't remember, I want to say, was that the first year that GrooveGraph City was a thing in summer? I remember that booth so vividly because you had made a whole video for HoloSpace at that time, and I was like, wow, this is a really cool idea. Like, and I was like, man, because at the time I didn't have my own, like, I didn't have all this. like my own avatar and everything. So I was like, man, that'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
One day, maybe, and fast forward about 2 years, like, oh look, now I'm using all the assets and everything. But no, it's really cool. Just to kind of see how it like progressed, because now like you go to a bunch of worlds now and like it's there. Like Popcorn Palace is being one of the biggest used worlds, like outside of Black Cat. It's crazy to think that so many people, as soon as they spawn in, it's like boom, HoloSpace right there. That's really cool. So I guess
it's like it's hard to say this feeling, because like when I did was basically, let's see if this will work. And now seeing everyone using it is like popcorn time. Like, wow, it's mind blowing. Like, a fun fact about HoloSpace: the feature, the photo feature, was not planned from the start. I wanted to make videos, and when I was I made originally to make like just videos, and when I show off to people, my friend just came, wait. It'd be so cool. We can do little statues of that. And man, I just stopped thinking, man, that's true. I can do statues that. And just my mind just, oh, you can do this too. So that was one of the main features of the HoloSpace. Was just a friend saying, you can do that too. It's like, whoa.
Fair enough. Well, that's really cool. No, 100%.
Yeah.
So kind of to go a little bit further down the timeline a little bit, but going into, I believe Camera Path was the next one that you had released, if I remember correctly.
No, it was
XS Overlay.
The X Overlay.
DX Overlay. So I guess
this one is.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay.
Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so because a lot of people use like virtual desktop and XS Overlay. So what made you want to create your own version of the overlay, like that's visible for people to see?
Like the creation of this is like I have this asset for like 2 fucking years. This is the case when I did for me. It's like it's been there for like a lot of time, because the idea of this is show to other people when you are doing stuff. Because I love to twinker stuff on Unity while on VRChat, because I'm actually wearing it and say, man, if this is like half a centimeter to up, it'll be a lot better. So I open Unity, start using it. So sometimes people just start walking to me and start asking me stuff while like working and doing stuff. It makes like the people like thinks I'm bad person not answer the people, but I'm just working. So this borns as something like to say to other people, I'm working here. So wait for a little bit. So the start was basically me doing for myself. And this year, I was like kind of lost. I don't know how to progress with my work, because I have a bunch of stuff, but like managing everything is so fucking hard. Mm-hmm. Then I call Mira to start working to work with me. So I already have my friend Johnny that already worked for me for a long time. Then I just bring Mira and we start like working together. And he say, wait, we have like this cool overlay. Let's just do a test together and let's release that. I say, okay, let's just did and exploded. It was a really cool. I didn't expect it, because for me, it's just an indicator. Nobody wants this. So I just put it because we'll test, and man, I saw a lot of people using it, a lot of people modifying it. I saw a guy that literally entered my Discord saying, oh, yeah, I saw your thing's so cool, but I modify it, and now it's like all Rambo and like change it here. So, it's so cool. Someone's adding my stuff, like modding it. It's so cool to see people actually caring about my product enough to just modify it and doing their way. Because like when I release this, I make sure it's easy to modify. So everything's like Photoshop project, so you can open and remove everything, even the logo. Like you can edit, remove the logo, you can put your logo, you can change all the icons. Everything is separated to make it easier. Including we have like something that every special occasion we do like special screens. So this is the Halloween one. I didn't make the Christmas one, but probably when you saw this, we have the Christmas one. But we make easier for everyone to modify it, because this is what makes a good asset for VRChat. It's easy to modify for you, because like you have a bunch of different avatars. Like mine's a golf ball. yours is like a mask glass. So cool avatar. So we're not gonna use the same asset. You can get it and modify it, put like a really cool background image, or modify it, put different icons. Like my friend has the overlay and put like the slime icon because like he has slime trackers. So just change the to put the slime there. Or people that want to use like specific program like Pen Studio have like the icon over there. It's cool to see like these little tweaks that make it more personal, you know? So there's a thing that make me like happy.
Fair enough. So I guess kind of one of the questions I wanted to ask in regards to the overlay. So what exactly triggers the overlay to pop up? Is it just a simple like, you going into your menu, or is there a certain thing that triggers it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is the thing. Most of these overlays already have this information already been sent for VRChat, like already being sent. So this the access overlay and OVR toolkit already send this information via OSC to VRChat by default. So they're being sending. So everything I'm doing it, get this information and like processing this and using my overlay. So this information have already been sent. I'm impressed that nobody create stuff like this for VRChat before. Like it's kind of simple, but you need to understand and read the documentation of the overlays, especially the access overlay that first implement this. The documentation is really trash. Sorry for saying this, but it's fucking trash. It's like a Steam post in a fucking forum. The Steam forum that's fucking hard to find stuff. But OVR Toolkit has a really good documentation. You can like website saying, "Oh, this thing, do this." Thank you, Dad. You helped me a lot. Oh, thanks for OVR Toolkit.
No, for real. I say definitely, it's definitely a cool thing when it comes to OVR Toolkit. But no, I love the fact that you can like it's easily customizable. Like you kind of said, kind of to mod it per se. You can make it personable. Granted, I would at least have a little Easter egg of maybe like your face just like in the corner, just like smiling or something. Yeah, like that or something. Just like but no, that's really cool. So I guess kind of now to go down further timeline, we went through, the Minecraft, the HoloSpace, the DX overlay. So I believe now, if I remember my timeline somewhat correctly, now we're on the camera path.
Now the camera path.
So, so you kind of had mentioned before we started recording, but so what made you want to essentially create camera path in the first place? Because I mean, it's had so many uses with a lot of creators, but what made you want to like start camera path?
So basically, camera path has a bunch of different starts. So when basically the first starts of the camera path, if I remember, was when the mod, because I think 2 years ago we used to have like a VRChat is easy to mod it. Now it's blocked by Easy and Sheet, but you used to be able to mod, and one of these mods was one that let you have camera like paths for the camera. But when the thing that died, the mod support died, I started thinking, oh, let me try to do it. And at the time, I not know a bunch of the I don't know a lot for the hard. It's hard.
You're okay,
I didn't know a bunch of the path thing because it's a bunch of math. It's really math intensive. So I just one day I'll try it. And past some time, I started seeing a really cool video about like curves, just both curves, and say, oh, I will try to re-implement that. And I've made like a really old version, I think in 2021 or 2020. I think 2021. I have like a prototype of the curve system. But yeah, it'll stay there for a long time. And it works, so it'll just stay there. And the second start was when I made the Minecraft trailer, because I needed to record a trailer and I want to make like more dynamic shots, because everybody does like static camera and this is everything. So I want to make like a moving camera. So I implement like 1 hour a camera system that's just like 2 points. The camera go back to record the trailer. And it works a lot. And for a long time I was using this simple camera to use for a lot of time. So this is like the father of the camera path, and yeah, just died. But one day I was watching that video again because a really good video, and say, man, math is fun. If instead of trying to do the actual math, I just like bake everything in animation. So I got it work. Like I make it work and say again, oh, this is a cool concept. We're gonna stay here for a long time, and one day a lot of projects of mine is basically that. I create something really cool and like I put on the shelf and say, one day I'll revisit that. And then one day this day comes. Because one of the people that do community stuff for Slime VR, I talked to those people because they won HoloSpace, and I mentioned, oh, I have this path serve system that I've been working for a long time, and the people just say, I want this, and say, okay, now it's time to implement. So I got all the way in and like finished implementing camera path, and then like start like showing it and refining it. This is like start of 2024. So literally the camera path was done in 2024 in the start. But I don't have like the I don't know the word, but I think it's not, I'm not ready to release it yet. Because like it's a bunch of work to release that asset. It's not just oh, I make a cool stuff, I release it. No, you need to like make a start page. You need to make a really good start page because this is what you're gonna sell it. You need to record trailer. You need to record tutorials. You need to make the asset in an intuitive way. Because one thing is you that made the asset, like using it. Another thing is like a random guy that never used it before. You need to think it's intuitive. So it took me a lot of time, like redoing a lot of systems to make like easy for everyone to use it. And then my friend Mira that's working with me just say, man, let's release that. I think it's a good state. And I say, okay, let's release it. So record a trailer, record a lot of stuff and release it. And it was a success. Like it's my best seller, like by far. Probably in the time of recording, I'm probably gonna already been sold 2,000 copies. But it's like, it's really, man, it's 2,000 copies in like 6 months. It's too much. I didn't expect that. So, but I understand why people like that much because it's simple and making a way that everybody can use it. Because this is a thing about like VRC Lens. It's a really cool system. It's really complex. You can do whatever you want. But this is the problem. It's complex. You need a proper tutorial to know how to use VRC Lens. Not like it's good, but it's not intuitive to use. So my thing with the camera path is to make everyone can use it without a tutorial. I have a tutorial teaching you how to use it, but like this is the making it easy. Just I want to add a camera. Just press one button. Okay. You want to grab the camera? Don't need to go through menus, press a button. No, just grab. You want to add another camera? Just press plus, and you have another camera. Want to reposition? Just grab and grab and grab. And I think this is why people like camera path, because you can just do stuff. You don't need to open any menu. You don't need to redo anything. Just it works.
No, absolutely. And
Yeah.
as somebody, I'm biased because I've used Camera Path a bunch of times now. It's fantastic. But I mean, for those that have, now that we're in the new year, the new year video has now been released on the channel. All the background footage of the very beginning where you kind of see a pan of the Noved Squad hangout, that was all filmed using Camera Path. So it's definitely, yeah, I'll say it's definitely a highly useful tool, especially since, with the VRC camera itself, you can add blur and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I would say it makes having moving backdrops a lot easier. Because I obviously green screen myself in front of it, just to kind of give that effect of like, hey, I'm here, but like not at the same time. that way, rather than having like a still shot behind me, kind of like you had mentioned, you have the visual representation around, constantly moving. That way, the attention's drawn on, one thing rather than like 1,000 things at once, or just a backdrop, whatever the case is. But and that, and some of the, heck, some of the I know you were at Project Inc. For Project Community. Some of these shots for some of the opening and closing ceremonies, some of that B-roll shots were also shot with Camera Path. Mostly me. I'm the only staff member at PJKT that has Camera Path on file. I think maybe one other person does, or they just got it recently, I think. But a lot of those shots were filmed with Camera Path as well. At least mine were. But yeah, no, it's such a useful, like a lot of people, like, like you said, almost 2,000 sales off of it. Like a lot of people do use it. And whether it's, shorts, because I've seen some shorts that have used it a little bit. I believe you reposted some over on your Twitter. Like a lot of people do use it. It's a very useful and simple tool that can recreate, rather than having one person fly the camera and, accidentally you have to retake the shot because it looks jank doing one turn. Makes a lot of things simpler. Long story short. I'm not sponsored. I promise I'm not sponsored. He can confirm I'm not sponsored, but it is a really good tool. But
and man, this makes me a lot happier, because it makes me actually happy, because I did these tools for me. Like I did this tool because I want to see if I can do it, the curve. Yay, I see a curve and see, it's a cool curve. I did it. So this is the reason I created and like to use on my products, and seeing actual people using it in their projects makes me a lot of fun. Because like I retweet everyone that I saw that is using the Camera Path, because I actually happy seeing this, because man, it's something that I did for me. Now a lot of people using it, putting in their project, and seeing so cool. And the cool part too, is like I see a lot of people doing like really good suggestions on my Discord that one day I will be able to implement, because there's a lot of stuff. But seeing people that is actually passionate about my products, is actually using it and want to see it better. And so this makes me a lot of like actual happiness, because man, people really are using it. That's like sad. Knowing that you're using my stuff makes me happy, because man, I'm not doing it just for like myself anymore. I'm doing for a lot of stuff, a lot of people that enjoying the process of doing visual stuff. Because I want to make this one of my main principles in everything I do. It's like need to be easy to use, because I'm really angry about people that do stuff that makes really hard for people to use in it, because like they want to make like professional, but you can do something professional that is easy to use. Easy doesn't mean this bad. Easy means it's intuitive to use. But yeah, I elongate a little bit, but thank you for using my stuff. Like,
no, of course. No, thanks for making them. No, of course. Thanks for making them. Like I said, it makes it, like you said, it's simple to use. And, somebody like me who literally has started making content just talking to people, like it makes things a lot easier, it makes things work. And it's not going to take me hours to learn. Granted, like I use complex system too. Like I use VRC Lens, especially for this podcast. Like you had mentioned, you'd watched the Lun episode, and as you could tell, it's not as bright as it looks, in the video, because VRC Lens allows me to do that. I don't have to post process, the exposure and all that stuff too. It makes everything easier. But it's really cool to see, like, more and more people using these systems, because it just means the creative bounds are literally limitless. That's my that's one of my biggest things when it comes to podcasts, and I'll preach it to the rooftops. VR chat is a boundless place of creativity.
Talk about like VRC Lens. I will make. A lot of people is asking. I will make support for Camera Path. Wait, I will. I promise. I promise.
Yes.
I will. I just have to. I need time, guys. It's only one guy doing all the development stuff for everything. You saw it's a bunch of projects, and I still have a lot of stuff that I'm doing it. So it's a lot of time. I need time, and I one day trademark. I realize that.
Fair enough. So I guess one of the last questions I wanted to ask, because we are running a little bit out of time. God, it did not feel like an hour. I'll keep it real with you. It did not.
Oh my
feel
god!
like
Alright, that's however.
Oh
my god!
Yeah, we've been recording for about like 55 minutes now, and that's not including like mid roll and stuff. But I was gonna say, so having made all of these assets, I guess one of my questions to you, because you've seen so many uses of it, was there one use of it that really stuck out to you that, if they want like a fine example of how a prefab was or one of your, assets was used, what would be a good example?
I think I don't get the question. Sorry. Like a good use of my sorry.
Yeah. So what is, from your opinion, what is like one of the best usages of your assets that you've seen?
Man, it's hard to point one because I see a lot of people doing different. Yeah, for example, I have a friend that bought the overlay thing and put his webcam here. So it's literally like a camera pointing at him. It was so creative and saying, "Oh, this is cool. I didn't plan this by default." I think every time I see someone that gets something that I did and did something I didn't plan by default, by design, and I saw this really makes me really happy because I didn't expect that. For example, a guy on my Discord just came to me, "Man, I have a layout only on my wrist. Can you help me bring the X overlay just for the wrist?" I say, "Man, I didn't stop to think about that. This is a cool use." So I make a road a giant guy teaching the guy how to do it because I want to see the guy doing that. Camera path stuff, for example, that make me really impressed. The creator of Virtual Lens 2, and the same day that I release, got to my Discord and said, "Man, I make support for camera." In one fucking day! And say, "What?" The guy literally just got the prefab and make support for one day. So thanks for the guy. If you want to use, I don't have VRC Lens, but Virtual Lens 2 has support for to the camera path. So thanks for the Virtual Lens 2. So thank you for the dev. The same day they release it. This is the thing that the community does stuff that make me really impressed about it. Like the HoloSpace stuff, seeing a bunch of giant events doing it. One thing that happened that make me really impressed. Oh, freeze again. I'm back.
Yep.
One thing that made me really impressed was Thrill Seeker. Thrill Seeker, out of nowhere, came to my Discord and say, "Hey, I like HoloSpace. I want to put on my map. Can you help me?" And I say, "Okay, of course, I will help you." But the guy just don't want you put it on the map. He wants you to really edit and doing it. I see he's actually passionate about that because he wants to make I don't know if I can say that, but I think I already put it on the map. But he wants to make a really custom things using HoloSpace that I even not imagine, doing liquids using HoloSpace. Say, "Man, I didn't think about that when I was designing it." So he's doing liquid stuff, liquid simulation using HoloSpace. And saying, "Man, this is so awesome." He's seeing people using, because I didn't think about doing liquid shaders on HoloSpace, but the guy is doing it. So every time I see someone modifying it, changing a little bit, or just make a different use for that, makes me really happy. And seeing the camera path stuff, I got I get a bunch of cool creators that I saw on Twitter, on posts on my Discord group, and make a video showing all the things that people are doing. It is man, it's so cool. A guy did a whole short using the camera path, and they say, "Man, this is so cool." It's so cool. So I don't have like one that I choose. This is the best like thing that people do it. But every time I saw someone doing stuff for me, it's make me like jump with happiness and say, "Oh my god!"
No, it's really wholesome. That's really cool, and that's amazing that so many people are getting different usages out of it, even more than what was originally intended. Like that's a really cool thing. It shows,
Yeah.
kind of go back into that topic once again. The creative limits are boundless. I've said boundless a few times now, which is, not what I normally say. I've got VCAT on the mind, and that's been like the whole bit for Winter VCAT. It's boundless. Granted, like this episode is airing like 2 weeks after VCAT is over, or like 1 week or whatever. But we're in the middle of VCAT right now. Deal with it.
Try not to lose the next one. It's probably around June, so
true.
Come to the next weekend.
For sure. So I guess I do got one last question before I hand it to you to tell people where they can find you. So one of the questions I wanted to ask, because you've been doing it for asset creation for a while when it comes to this. So for what is one piece of advice that you can give to maybe somebody who wants to start like, prefab creation and asset creation, because you've been doing it for a while. So what is one piece of advice that you can give to maybe somebody who's wanting to start like these type of creations?
I think give the boring thing I can say, but the best time to start, it's now. Like just go and do it. Don't start thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. I need to start to learn X and Y to do that. No, just release stuff. You don't need to be the expert to do it. Don't need to be the best guy to do it. You just need to do something unique. Because if you're doing something that you like, probably a bunch of people you like too. So don't have fear of just sharing to the world. Because this is a thing that I'm like, it's hard for me. Because for a long time, I have like fear that I don't know if this is good enough for release. I don't know if this is like, even with the camera path. I think, man, people don't know if people will like that. I don't know if people will actually use it. So Mira helped me a lot with that. Just say, release this, go! And say, okay, I'm going to release that. So if I have a really good thing to say to you, release those things you are doing it. Go, just do it. Oh, I took a photo. Just do it.
Just do it. Takes a picture. No, but jokes and random camera pictures aside, like that's a really sound piece of advice, And like DX said, like just start making things. The time to make them is now, especially with the constant updates with VR chat. Yeah, things break during updates, but there's always a fix for it 9 times out of 10. Oh,
and I have a really good advice too. If you need help, just ask. A bunch of creators are open to help you with that. Like, you can just go and ask for that. Like, if you go to my Discord and ask anything, I'm probably going to be happy to help you. Like the guy wanted to put on the wrist, and I wrote a whole guide trying to help the guy. So you can go and just ask. For example, the map Audio Orbs, and when like there's a bunch of orbs flying, it's a pretty cool map. And I wanted to know how the guy do like a specific effect. So I just got to hit Discord and say, man, how you did that? And the guy, like really awesome guy, just explain it to me and say, oh, thank you. And like most of creators will try to help you. So if you want like help, just ask. There are a bunch of communities. The VR chat Discord group is a really good group. There are a bunch of cool people that can help you there. So if you need help, just go and try it. Don't have like fear asking. A bunch of people are in the same situation that you. It's normal to not know every feature. So just go and ask for help. People will help you. Don't have fear for that. So, if another advice, one more room, yay!
Hell yeah! No, that's what's up. Gosh, like I said, it did not feel like an hour. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man.
But first and foremost, dude, DX, thank you so much for coming on. This was an absolute blast to kind of get to know you a little bit more and how some of these things came to be. But before we end it off, I do want to give you the chance to essentially tell the listening audience or watching audience, depending on the platform, where they can find you, any links you want in the description, on the screen, etc. But yeah, the floor is yours. Take it away.
First, thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure to be here. If you want to find my products, you can search, just type DX Naka, like NACCA.com. You can find my website and my store page with all my products. DX Naka, NACCA.com. You found all my assets there, and you can find everything that I do. Yay! The camera path, HoloSpace, the xOverlay, and the VRCraft, that is my Minecraft assets, and a lot of cool things that will come in the future that I already showed him, and he liked it.
I did like it. I'm not gonna say anything, but definitely be on the lookout. There's DX has got a really cool thing in the works that he showed before we started recording. It's got to be awesome. Definitely make sure to keep an eye out on those pages.
Just some other thing I'm releasing. I'm a fake PNG boy.
Oh, that does not pop well with VRC lens. You're just white. Oh, that one works. That one works.
That one works. Yeah, it's like some of the shaders that I will release one day, like this fur shader and this pixel art one. Yeah, I'm a pixel art. Yay! Don't translate well.
That is trippy. That is trippy looking at it from the side.
Yeah. It doesn't translate well to 2D things, to the camera, but I think for him, it's like, I'm actually 2D, guys. It's cool. So this and a bunch of more. Like, I have this. I don't know why, but I'm a cardboard guy.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know why I did it, but one day there's a lot of more cool shaders, like this one, like reflective one that actually reflect you. So yeah, it's a lot. Oh fuck! On this, there's like realistic reflections that actually reflect the environment, and a lot of more. One day will come to be alive. Yeah. One day.
Well, you saw it here, folks.
Trademark.
Yeah, there you go. But of course,
one day trademark.
Soon, TM. Soon, trademark. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, but thank you once again. This is an absolute blast. I'm definitely looking forward to hanging out with you a little bit more in the future and like getting to talk and hang out and all the excess stuff. But yeah, no, this is fun. Like I said, it's one of those episodes, which is a lot of these episodes. It doesn't feel like as long as it has.
I forgot to do this.
Oh yeah, you do that, don't you?
Yeah.
We almost went a whole episode.
I forgot it, and I can do this too.
Yo, it can turn into a pumpkin now. Yo, let's go.
It can grab it. It can actually grab it.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's awesome.
Oh no.
There you go.
I froze. Oh, I'm back. My PC is not lagging. Yeah. My costume.
Fair enough. Oh man, no, that's really cool. Yeah, I forgot that you can do that. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. I can't tip my hat while I'm sitting down. Unfortunately, mine only works when I'm standing. But
yeah, I took my hat for you.
Fair enough. Oh man, no, but thank you again. But with that, ladies, gentlemen, everybody inside and outside the ballpark, this has been it for episode 45. Yes, I may have already forgotten. Post editor, if I mess it up, fix it. Episode 45 of the Noved Notes podcast. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And of course, make sure to go check out all of DX's links. They'll be all down in the description as well. But yeah, with that, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And of course, if you liked what we talked about, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're already coming back to see some of the other episodes, why not hit that subscribe button? You're already coming back anyway. But with that, I want to thank you all one last time.
Ring the bell.
Oh yeah, ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
I always forget to ring the bell. Ring the bell. But yeah, make sure to ring the bell, all that stuff. But with that, I want to thank you all one last time for watching, listening, depending on what platform you're on. And I will see you in the next episode. Take care and peace. The fact that we synced that was wild. Take care and peace, y'all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Noved Notes.